All right, good morning. Welcome to Strength and Balance. We are going to start up on our feet. We're going to be up on our feet for the first half of class. We are going to do a little bit of cardio, so just be mindful of how your body is feeling and go at your own pace. Then for the second half of class, we will come down to the floor and finish up on the floor. Make sure you have water near you, and let's rock and roll. Let me turn the music on. We'll start up on our feet. We'll start, of course, with those shoulder rolls. Warming up the shoulders. Maybe. All right. There we go. Okay. Now I can hear the music. Shoulder rolls. Big arm circles. Roll those shoulders back. Think of that full range of motion. Let's do one more each side. A soft bend in the knee and one arm forward, one arm back. One more each side. Then roll the shoulders back. Keep the arms close to the body and just big shoulder rolls. And let's hold this one down and back. Then take your head and look right and left or left and right. Loosen up the neck. Let's do one more each side. Back to center. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Stop your arms at shoulder height. And then let's make small circles in one direction. And the opposite direction. And release. Alternate. We can shift our weight and reach one arm overhead. When we shift our weight, we really want to reach and then reach to the opposite side. I feel like I'm stepping. Uh-oh, my microphone piece. Keep going. I'm falling apart. Sorry if this is staticky. Keep going. One more each side. Then let's reach across. So we'll pivot on that back toe, move through the hips, stand up tall as we reach across. Then the other side. One more each side. Then we will go all the way around. So 2 overhead, shift the weight, then 2 across, pivot on that back toe. One more all the way around. And heels to the front, alternating heel digs to the front, soft bend in the knee. One more each side. Then we'll add a little kick. So instead of digging the heel down, we'll bring the knee up and a little kick out with the bottom of the foot, and then the opposite side. One more each side. Then let's take those legs and tap to the side. Side and side. Hips are square. Shift the weight. We want to make sure we don't shift the weight. We want to stay solid on that standing leg. Abdomen is tight and just tap out. Focus on keeping that core tight. One more each side. Then we are going to take it to a small kick. So bring the foot up, kick to the side, press out through the heel, then the opposite side. Keep your core nice and tight. I'm just going to move forward because I'm bunching up my mat. Press out through the heel. You do not have to kick high. Not expecting anybody to be a rocket. Let's do one more each side. And then we'll take it to the back. So we'll tap the feet back. One more each side, then you know it. We're going to take it to a little bit of a kick. Press out through the heel. Squeeze the butt. Let's do one more each side. And back to center. From here, we are going to get right into your heel and toe. So let's stabilize on that left foot. I've got quite the animal print today. I see a print sock. Bend through your left heel. Then we're going to take your right heel forward, right toes back. Heel forward, toes back. Abdomen is nice and tight. You can get a little lower to make it a little bit harder, but we really want to focus on that core stability and balance. And other side. So let's stabilize now on that right foot, heel and toe. Last one, and take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. I'm just going to adjust something on my computer real quick. We are going to go right into your fast feet. So we're just going to march here on the floor. So march. Here is our slower pace. This is the pace that we do to catch our breath, our recovery pace. So you can pump the arms. You don't have to bring the knees up too high. If you want to bring the knees up higher, that's okay, but just make sure you are able to recover if you do bring those knees up high. So in about 20 seconds, we are going to pick up our pace. So we want to pick up our pace for 30 seconds. We have about 10 more seconds to go. So we are going to have a slow jog or run in place, whatever you need to in 3, 2, 1. Let's pick up the pace. So it can be as fast as you feel comfortable. And remember, we want to hold it for 30 seconds. So try to push it as much as you can. And we are about 15 seconds out, halfway home. 3, 2, 1, and slow it back down. So back to that recovery. This is where we want to notice how our heart rate is. Can we bring our heart rate back down as we are marching here? You can go slower if you need to. So pay attention to that heart rate. Pay attention to your breath. Can you talk to a neighbor or somebody? Can you talk out loud? You can talk out loud because we can't hear you right now. So you can talk out loud. Are you too breathy? Can you bring that heart rate down? We are going to be in this position here for the slower pace for about 25 more seconds. So this first time through, we are recovering for 1 minute. Then we'll do it again. We'll do 30 seconds on, and then only a 45-second recovery. Then we'll do 30 seconds on and only a 30-second recovery. And we have 5 more seconds, then we're going to speed it up again for 30. And let's pick it up. So again, we have a shorter recovery time this time through. So pay attention to what you need. If you can push it, let's push it. If you are having a hard time catching your breath, maybe don't go so fast this time. If you caught your breath fine, then maybe you can pick it up a little bit. We have 10 more seconds. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Recover. So again, this time when we recover, we are recovering for 45 seconds. So 15 seconds less. So listen to your body. Pay attention to that heart rate. Pay attention to your breathing. You can always grab some water in this recovery time. So we want to make sure that we can get the heart rate up, but then we can safely bring it back down. We have 15 more seconds to go. Then we'll pick it up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's pick it up. So nice and quick. This time the recovery will only be 30 seconds. So you can bring those knees up if you want that lower impact. Remember, keeping that core tight. We have 10 more seconds to go. Then we'll recover. And recover. Here, that recovery, we have 30 seconds. So only 30 seconds. Then our last fast feet, the last time through will be 45 seconds. And then we will be done with the fast feet. So just be mindful of what you need. We have 10 more seconds. So again, pay attention to your breath. Don't match my speed. You can go faster or slower, whatever you need. In 2, 1, 45 seconds. So we're going to pick it up. Pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to that heart rate. That's 15 seconds. I'll try to give you a countdown. That way you know how you're feeling. That's 30. We have 15 more seconds to go, and this is it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's recover. So here we can recover. We can go into those heels to the front. If you need to catch your breath, you can take a break, grab some water. Just make sure you keep your feet moving. We want to try to keep your feet moving and bring that heart rate down slowly. You can do a little bit of a step touch here. Notice your breathing. Notice that heart rate. Notice if you could talk to a neighbor, talk to somebody next to you. When you're ready, we're going to take it to 2 lateral side steps. So we're going to take 2 steps to the right and 2 steps to the left. So we want to keep that heart rate up just a little bit, but we want to be mindful to how we are feeling. So if we need to bring it down, we can really slow it down. Or if we're feeling really good and that the heart rate isn't up too high, we can pick it up a little bit and add the arms, bringing them forward. So that's up to you. The speed that you need. But again, notice how you're feeling. Let's do 2 more to the left and 2 more to the right. From here, we are going to take a little hinge forward and alternate, get into those butt kicks. Same thing is true here. So if we need to still catch our breath, we can go slower, we can do a kick, and then just a little tap and tap, and then another kick. Or if you're feeling good, we can go a little faster with those kicks. And if you really want to get your heart rate up, keep it up, we can go right into those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades, driving the elbows back. One more each side. And we'll go into those lateral side steps again. So 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Same thing here. You can speed it up or slow it down. Be mindful of your space. Be mindful of how you are feeling. Let's do 2 more in each direction. And then one more time with those butt kicks. So a little hinge forward, back to those butt kicks. Again, you can slow it down, do 1 butt kick, a couple side steps, and then another, or drive those elbows back, heels to your butt, whatever you need. Let's do 1 more each side. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. 2 more. Last one. We are going to find a wall or a chair, something to hold on to. Not the TV. The TV will fall over, but I'm going to hold on to my window frame here. So I'd like you to hold on, pretend that I'm holding on. I'm holding on and I'm balancing here on that right leg. I have a soft bend in that right knee, and we are going to go into 10 hip circles on the left. So I'd like you to bring that left knee up, around, and down. I'd like you to hold on for this because I would like as much range of motion as possible, and I don't want you to focus on that balance for this particular exercise. So we'll go up, around, and down. That's 1. 2, 3, 4. Notice your heart rate. Notice your breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we will go in the opposite direction. So, oops, out to in for 10. Same leg. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we will take that same leg, stand up tall, swing that leg forward and back for 10. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's spin it around and do the same thing on the opposite side. So we'll bring that right knee up to the front, around and down first. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Now the opposite direction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now that right leg forward and back for 10. Forward and back, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release. Now we are going to spin back around. This time we will balance. So that right hand is on the wall. Balance on that right foot. A soft natural bend in the right knee. Bring that left knee up. And when you have your balance, you can take your hand away from the wall. From here, we will circle that left foot in one direction, keeping your core tight. Same foot, opposite direction. Big circles, slow and controlled. And release. Same thing on the opposite side. So here we are going to balance now on that left leg. Bring your right knee up. When you have that knee up and you feel strong and steady, you can take your hand away from the wall. Then circle that right foot. Now make sure it's just the ankle and not the knee. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. You can release on down. From here, we are going to go right into your sit to stands, please. So sit to stand. We want to tap that butt on a surface, a couch, a chair, a coffee table, something that's going to hold you. But we don't want to put our weight too much on that object. Push your hips back. Weight is in the heels. We are going to squat down, tap the butt, then come back on up. That is 1. We will go for 10, please. So 9 more. Down and up. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. We'll step away from the couch or chair and right into your good morning. So arms will be up. Make sure we don't bring the elbows in. We want to keep the elbows to the side. That creates a nice square shoulders, chest is up, abdomen is tight. Soft, natural bend in the knee. We hinge our hips back. When we hinge our hips back, we will take a bow so the chest will come down. We should feel this in the butt and in the hamstrings. Then squeeze the butt, come forward, stand up tall. That is 1. We will go for 10, please. So down and up, that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. We will go back on through. So back to your sit to stands. Now, if you want to challenge yourself and do a air squat, so squat in the air instead of your sit to stand, then follow along with me. If you feel more comfortable doing your sit to stand on your surface, then please do what we just did. So your choice. If we are going to do a squat, our chest is up, hips go back. We are going for 10. So in the air, we want to push the butt back, but we want to get your butt down as close to where that couch is and then back on up, or chair, or whatever we were sitting on. That was 1. We have 9 more. Let's keep going. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. One more time with those 10 good mornings. Hands are up. Hinge at the waist, hips go back. As we come back, squeeze the butt as you come up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. That is 10. We are going to go right into your calf raises. Up on the toes and down for 10. Keep going. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Let's grab a quick sip of water. Make sure your heart rates are down. We will finish up class down on the floor. Please do not come down to the floor until the heart rate is down. So grab some water, walk around a little bit if you need. When you are ready, we are going to come down to the floor. I'm going to turn the heat down because it's really hot in here. So we'll come down to the floor, but make sure your heart rate is down. We'll start on your back for your bridges. So come down on your back. Abdomen is tight, a nice strong pelvic tilt. So press the low back down to the floor. Here we are going to have your feet about hip width distance apart. Make sure the knees don't come in together or apart. And to help keep your knees parallel, your legs parallel, try to feel the floor between the heel of both feet and all 5 toes. So you really want to press that foot down to the floor. Relax the shoulders down, relax the spine. That back is nice and flat, and hold that strong pelvic tilt. And we will lift your hips up into a bridge, squeeze the butt, and slowly come down. That's 1. We are going for 10. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. We are going to go into your single leg bridges. So cross your right ankle over left knee. Let your right knee fall open to the right, hips stay square. And from here, press through your left heel as you lift the hips up and come down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Squeeze at the top. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Uncross, and then we'll do the opposite side. So take that left ankle on top of right knee. Let the left knee fall open to the left. Hips are square. Then we can lift up on the right and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Now open up your feet wider than your hips. Last set of 10 bridges. Pelvic tilt. Lift those hips up. As we lift the hips up, it's important not to let the knees come in. Push them out, squeeze the butt, and back down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release, pull both knees into your chest, hug them in and rock side to side. From here, let's roll to your left side. We'll get right into your clam shells. So knees are bent, feet are stacked, abdomen is tight, and we will keep your feet together as we lift that left knee up and then bring it back down to meet the right on the floor. The key is we don't want to let the hips open up. We want to keep the hips nice and square and lift up as high as you can without letting that hip come back. So that's 2. Did I say we're going for 10? We're going for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release, and let's extend both legs long, right into that lateral leg lift. So your body is in a nice straight line. Abdomen is tight. Bring your top leg back and flex the foot. Turn the heel so it is up towards the ceiling. Then lift that leg up, squeeze the butt, and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we will slowly roll on over to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we'll start off with your clam shells. Knees will be bent, feet are stacked. Let me turn this way. Abdomen is nice and tight, hips are square. We want to make sure that hip doesn't rock back, keeping your core tight. Lift that right knee up and come back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excuse me. Extend both legs long. Bring your top leg back just a little bit. Flex the foot. Heel is up towards the ceiling. And we'll go into 10 lateral leg lifts. Lift that leg up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. That's 10. You can take your time, roll to your stomach. You can push back into your child's pose, butt back over your heels. I'm going to actually grab my timer. We will start off with a high plank. High plank, 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds of a high plank. So your wrist will be in line with shoulder. Step one leg back and then the other, a nice flat back. 30 seconds. Let's begin. So wrist is in line with shoulder. Shoulders are down. Make sure your butt's not up. We want to tuck the tail. Belly button to spine. Hips and shoulders are square. We have 15 more seconds to go. Make sure you are breathing. And you can release on down. Push back into child's pose and relax here for a second. Then we will come up to that tabletop position, hands and knees, right into your bird dog. We will do 30 seconds aside. You decide static hold or that dynamic bird dog. That static hold, right arm forward, left leg back, and you hold. That dynamic, we're bringing that knee and elbow into center and then extend long, so we're moving. You choose 30 seconds. Let's begin. So right arm forward, palm face in, left leg back, flex that left foot, and then you can come in and extend long. And release. Same thing right away on the opposite side. Left arm forward, right leg back. Let's begin. And release. You can push back into child's pose. Now we will get into your second plank. This time a low plank. So this time will be forearms. Elbows will be in line with your shoulder. Hips are square, shoulders are down, abdomen is nice and tight. 30 seconds, and let's begin. So forearms are parallel, elbows in line with your shoulder. Drop the shoulders down. Squeeze the belly button up towards your spine. Hips and shoulders are square. And we are holding. We have 5 more seconds. And release. You can push on back into child's pose. Push your butt back over your heels. From here, let's come down flat on your stomach and up into your cobra. So on your stomach, hips stay down. Your hands come back next to your chest. Lift the chest up, but keep your hips down. So everybody's range of motion is different. Then we are going to lower back down. We will do this for 30 seconds. So you can pause at the top however long you need to. 30 seconds. Let's begin. So up and squeeze. Then you can come down. If it's feeling good, you can hold and try to increase that stretch. We want to make sure, again, that your hips are attached to the floor. Shoulders are down. If you don't have as much range of motion as me, you can come up on the elbows instead. We have 5 more seconds. And release. You can push back into child's pose, butt back over heels. Release, relax. Here, sink your butt down on those heels. And we don't want to round the back. We want to lift the chest up, but keep your butt down and reach forward. Look towards your fingers. Flatten out that back. Then here we are going to walk your hands over to your left and hold. Place that right hand firmly down on the floor. And the opposite side. Back to center. And up in that tabletop position, hands and knees, I'd like you to go right into your cat-cow. So arch and sway. Get as much flexion in the spine that you can. And release. Come on down flat on your stomach. Rest your head down on your right hand and reach for that left ankle. Pull that left heel back towards your butt for your quadricep stretch. If you need to roll to your side to get that ankle, that's fine. If you can roll forward, you get a little bit of a better stretch. That way, when you're on your side, a lot of times we allow that knee to come forward, and we really want to push the hips forward and get that nice straight line from the knee to the hip. Let's release and switch sides. So again, if you need to, you can roll to the left to grab the right ankle. If you have the flexibility, you can just reach for that right ankle while you're on your stomach. And release. Take your time, flip over to your back. When you are on your back, you can pull both knees in towards your chest and just rock side to side. Just enough to relax that low back. We don't want to timber over all the way to the side. We want to keep your core nice and tight. Keep your right knee pulled in towards your chest. Extend that left leg long. Hug the right knee in. Then extend that right foot up towards the ceiling. Pull back on that straight leg for your hamstring stretch. Point and flex your foot while you hold that leg back. And release. Bend your right knee, extend that right leg long. Pull the left knee in towards your chest, hug it in first. Then kick that foot up towards the ceiling for your hamstring stretch on this side. Point and flex. And release. Bend both knees, feet flat on the floor. Bring your arms out at shoulder height. Drop the knees to the right, head goes to the left. Knees to the left, head to the right. Back to center. Take your right ankle, cross it on top of left knee. Let that right knee fall open to the right. Then reach behind the left knee, pull the left knee in towards your chest. And release. Uncross. Opposite side. So cross that left ankle over right knee. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. And release. Come back to center. Extend both legs long, both arms long overhead, full body stretch. Reach in opposite directions. Get as long and tall as you can go. Let your body sink into the floor. And release. You can push yourselves up to seated position and extend both legs long. Hands can start behind the back. We want to make sure we don't round. We want to lead with the chest as we inch those hands forward. And if we can, reach towards the toes, the knees, the shins, the ankles, or the toes. But again, make sure we're not rounding. We want to keep the shoulders back and lead with the chest. And release. Open up your stance. You want to keep those feet as wide as possible, but the knees should stay down. Hands can come behind the back. Push yourselves forward, open up a little bit. If you have the flexibility, you can walk the hands forward. Again, make sure we don't round. We want to keep the shoulders down and back. And release. Bend that left knee. Bring the left heel in. Turn. Shoulders are square. We want to lean towards that right foot. Again, shoulders back. And release. Extend that left leg long. We will bend that right knee now. Bring the right knee, heel in. Turn from the shoulders and lean to the left. Again, keep the shoulders back. Lead with the chest. And release. Take your time. We are going to make our way up to standing. Take your time, come up to your feet. Make sure that you are steady and solid on the floor. Soft bend in the knee. And when you are up and ready, we can slowly roll the shoulders back, but make sure you're standing and ready first. Do one more. Keep the shoulders down and back. Take your head look to the left. Drop your chin. And the opposite side. Drop your chin. Back to center. Arms out at shoulder height. Palms up towards the ceiling. Look up. Push your thumbs back. Open the chest. And release. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Good job today, everybody. Happy Thursday.